Right, so it is January the 3rd of 2024. This is the first Wednesday of the month, the Cohort 4 monthly gathering. Thank you for being here. And yes, indeed, hello and Happy New Year to everyone. I believe, Dr. Gray, that you have opened the course, the first one that the students are coming up on Canvas already. We have been working diligently, and I think as of this morning have found a solution to make sure that everyone does get access to the SPSS software that you will want and need to work in this class. And I had shared maybe last month, and I thought I had here somewhere. If you can't wait until we have figured that all out, so what is most likely going to happen is, or what is going to happen is that you'll receive a notification either from me or maybe through Michelle or Tom. I'm not sure yet exactly how that's going to work with a code for the software package, which is a 6-month license for SPSS standard in their so-called grad pack for graduate students. And you should be able then to install that software on up to two devices. So you might want to be thinking about, what's the main machine that I'm likely going to be using it on. It's not a virtual desktop solution where, you can just log into it from anywhere. Apparently BGSU trialed that in the past, but it was buggy and difficult because you have to install additional this and that in order for it to work. Long story short, this is basically an install on the device of your choosing, but you can have two devices where that license is functional. And there is a 30-day trial if you want to just browse around and check it out, that I'm going to throw in the chat if some of you feel like I really want to know what the software is about. Here is the link to the 30-day trial for SPSS statistics, which I believe, Dr. Gray, is the correct.
Yeah, I
Right,
think
because
the
there's
trial
a
gives you
modeler
like,
as well.
yeah, you want the SPSS. I think the trial gives you access to actually a ton of stuff, like even beyond even like the standard package that
Okay.
they'll end up getting. But yeah, that should work if they want. I think no need to feel like you need to go start playing around in SPSS, but if you get bored, want to check it out, by all means, go for it.
Yeah, I think we have a very high percentage of bored students in this program.
Right.
I'm kidding. Any questions, concerns with that particular piece? Again, that should happen here hopefully in the next couple of days. We've identified a vendor. I think, have identified the right process. So
And it
it
should
should.
be as simple as then once you get the license, you go and download SPSS, and then it basically just pop as soon as you download it, the first time you open it, it's going to pop up and say you don't have an active license. Do you want to enter an active license? And you put in whatever string of numbers and letters that you get, and it should work after that. If it doesn't, we will troubleshoot.
Yeah. And please feel free to reach out if you need any support with that. Both the vendor and there was my German W sound for you. The vendor. The vendor, as well as IBM, have fairly decent tech support for any issues. And something that has, maybe this is an old hat for most of you, but for me in the past, if you do a reasonable like do a good wording of a challenge, of a question, of a problem that you're experiencing, and throw that into Google or even just straight into YouTube, usually you find like here's somebody explaining the exact thing that I'm trying to figure out, rather than to digging into layers and layers of support manuals or something like that. All right, any questions for Dr. Gray, who has said he'd hop in and join us, and just if there's anything that you want to ask him directly since he's here, this would be maybe a good time to pester him. Everybody's like looking down. No.
You can always pester me anytime before class on Tuesday. Really, I guess anytime for the next 7, 8 weeks now at this point. Feel free to. Pester away.
I've been out of commission probably for the past couple weeks. Is everything uploaded to Canva at this time, Dr. Gray?
So the actual, basically the schedule essentially and the syllabus is up there. I haven't uploaded any of the materials yet because I'm going to upload them just each week as we go. So since our first class, right, is Tuesday evening, that'll be when I introduce the first assignment. So there's nothing to actually do before Tuesday evening. You can look over the syllabus, right, if you want to. But then so probably Monday at some point will be the first time you'll see that first module, that week 1 module will be populated with actual files then. And then Tuesday, right, I'll, of course, for this first class, I'll introduce the class, like the course, like set expectations and all that, and then introduce the assignment. And then that'll be kind of how we cycle through the semester. 8 weeks, I don't know, I can't even call it a semester, half semester. And it'll be on Tuesday evening, I will then go over what we did the previous week, right? Go over that material, the assignment and stuff, share more like notes and things, and then introduce the assignment for the coming week. So we'll keep cycling like that. So it is one of those, if you can't be at the Tuesday evening, absolutely watch the recording. Again, I'm also going to be online in Big Blue Button, which is Canvas's conferences thing, Thursday evenings from 7 to 8 Eastern. So, right, if you can't attend all of Tuesday, right, and you maybe go back, watch the recording, and then think, okay, I have some questions. I'll try and hop in at some point, on Thursday evening, or can always reach out and we can schedule right separate, time as well. Because I think that with this material and the amount of it, right, it's just difficult to fully get with it being like complete virtual or to complete asynchronous interaction, right? I think it will be important to get at least some synchronous interaction, whether that's actually live Tuesday evening, Thursday evening, or scheduling another time.
One more, thank you for that information. Quick follow-up. I know we decided on the meeting time the last time we were together. This cold pretty much just wiped me out. I think it wiped out some of my memory too. And I'm not seeing my notes. Is that in the syllabus along with the
Yep.
link on when we're
Yep.
meeting?
So if you check Canvas, the link is we're going to be in through Canvas. So in Canvas, and I made an announcement on Canvas too. On the left side of Canvas, it's just labeled Big Blue Button. And that is Canvas's like Zoom, integrated Zoom, basically. And we're going to use that because first I can already set up all the meetings. So now I just have to launch it, and then you'll be able to see it there. And it will also ping you an invite. It should send to your email as long as you have Canvas notifications turned on. You should get an invite then to join the session. I'll probably try and start it about 10 minutes before each session. But then also what I can do, if I record in there, it automatically is recorded to Canvas. And so then I don't have to mess with trying to get, a massive Zoom recording to actually upload. Sometimes Canvas gets cranky with that. So we're just not going to mess with that. So we'll have Big Blue Button there. I'll send out another reminder probably on Monday that also reminds people like how to get there and everything.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I'm getting over COVID, which is why I sound like crap.
Oh,
I tested negative finally today. I'm glad. I need to leave my house.
Mine wasn't COVID, but that other bug that's going around. But it might as well be. It was worse than COVID recently. So I'm like,
Yeah, just fun time. Any other questions? Otherwise, I think we're pretty good to go, and hopefully it'll be a lot, but it's relatively a straightforward right semester as far as there's an assignment each week. We talk about things, you do the work, right? We come back, review it, and we keep moving through.
Well, is there anything I can help with through it? I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, no, I think we're good to go. Again, the big thing I was getting the SPSS stuff taken care of, and that's about done. Other than that, no, I think, yeah, should be pretty good to go.
Okay.
They'll probably be very sick of seeing me here in 7 or 8 weeks, but
Jenda, do you have a question?
I had originally had a question, but as he continued to talk, he answered it for me. So
I'm pretty good at doing that, just rambling on and eventually covering something that is actually of interest to people.
and it's just the one book that we were sent for this course, correct?
Yes, yep, and then that book will ultimately, even I'll talk about this more on Tuesday. That will more so even just be a reference book. There might be here a couple times during the semester that I assign a chapter from it. That is like the holy grail of quantitative social science methods, right? Like it's one that I would say just about every social science researcher has somewhere or has had at some point. So it's a good one to have because it is a good place to turn to when you do have questions. And one of the things that I'll go over in classes, right? I'm teaching you how to teach yourself methods as part of the goal of this. Methods is rarely just copy and paste, right? What I did before is going to work again, or what other people did before is going to work exactly for me, right? And so you need to have, but then you text like that can give you a solid reference point for like when you're going back and being like, okay, I need to do like, some type of regression or, some type of analysis, but I can't even remember, would this actually fit what I'm trying to do? And at least then you have some starting point to start digging through. So we will reference that book some, but there's going to be additional readings that are really actually probably the focal point of the assignment stuff that I will upload to Canvas.
Great, thank you.
Yep, nothing else other than that textbook and SPSS once we get that to you. And you're good to go. Try and get SPSS downloaded by class on Tuesday evening. And again, if you can't attend, then at least have it downloaded by the time you're watching the recording, because I'm going to walk through SPSS stuff and do like a intro, and it'll probably help if you can kind of follow along and be hands-on. All right, anything else? All right, cool. Well, I will probably go and hop off then unless there's anything else. Again, don't hesitate if you have questions between now and next Tuesday. Don't hesitate to reach out.
Thanks, Truett.
Thank you, Dr. Gray.
Hope you feel better soon.
Yep, thanks. I've turned a corner, definitely. Part of me was kind of hope I wouldn't have minded testing positive tomorrow since we have that all college meeting all day. But I guess now I have to go to it. So,
Darn it.
right. All right.
Well,
We'll see you.
I don't have to post this recording. I can use a later date stamp if you need to. Never mind.
No, I'll go like a good faculty member, I suppose. So, all right. Well, good seeing you all. Have a good one.
See you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, does anybody need anything else?
Just the winning lottery numbers. You don't happen to have those lying around, do you?
I do.
I'll share.
I actually do. I need $10,000 in order to
Yeah.
give them to you.
Hey, I mean, if you'll take me on my word, once I get the money, I'll pay you.
Oh, gotcha. No. Yeah. I tell you, wouldn't it be funny if you could predict that? It'd just be ridiculous. Life would,
Man, that'd be great.
it'd be weird. It'd be like a weird reality. It could be a movie, right? I think there
Yeah.
probably is one like that.
Mhm.
So, well, anyway, Happy New Year, everybody. And if there's nothing anybody needs, just go back to recovering from the holidays and getting ready for the semester is what this week's all about. So, all right. Well, I'll talk with you
Deb,
all.
since Deb just hopped on a second ago, maybe just a very brief review. Dr. Gray was here and shared that all you need for class is the book and the SPSS software. You should be receiving a license for that in the next couple of days. It'll basically be a download, and then you enter the license, and you have 2 devices that you can activate that software on, and he will provide more details on Tuesday at the meeting, which is all set up in Canvas. So if you need more information, the syllabus is in Canvas for you.
Thank you, Teo.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, have a great rest of the day, everybody. I wish I had a genie to give you as a New Year's holiday gift, so you could have 3 wishes and have lottery tickets and a personal assistant and something else done. I don't know what else it might be.
We wish you did too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, happy New Year, and
Happy
I'll
New
be seeing
Year,
I'll be
everyone.
seeing you all soon as we get into the thick of the semester. So have a good rest of the day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.